you and me are here to flow and to be.
Yes.
So there's no right and wrong of anything.
Right. No,
So,
and that's true. And that's a good point. I think that should be our starting point. Like if you look in my background, I'm in Arizona. I'm a little bit south of Phoenix, Arizona. And I co-created this property behind me.
yes.
Right. So I'm on a bird preserve
Uh-huh.
with all kinds of hummingbirds, sparrows, red-tailed hawks,
Wow.
woodpeckers, right?
Yes.
And so this is the important thing when we're looking at our life and we're taking instructions from within. Those instructions, if we pay attention, are always going to lead us to freedom. They're always going to lead us to something better than we could ever have come up with on our own.
Yes. Yes.
I'm from Los Angeles. So I notice I don't have skyscrapers in my background.
No.
Right?
No.
So while I thought, oh, I have to stay here because this is where I am. If we live in the now moment and we're taking instructions, right? That's the pilot.
Yes.
That's you. That's the real you saying,
Yes.
look, to be happy, to be fulfilled, to help other people.
Yes.
Right? What is the best environment that's conducive to doing that? And even now, I don't know the answer. All I know is I take steps, baby steps, nothing crazy, right? You don't need a college degree. You don't have to, be aligned with a guru, right? The guru is you.
Yes, you are your own guru.
Right. So when we listen to that voice, when we just say, I don't know at this moment. Like today, you and I are talking, my throat's a little bit. It's like I could fall for that. I could tap into my separate self and I can cater to that. I can nurture that. I can even go down to a medical doctor and probably get a test that's going to tell me, hey, this is wrong. No, the only thing that's wrong is you're entertaining a self separate and apart from the whole.
Yes, yes, yes. So beautiful talking to you. Just the second time. And
right?
Yes, just the second time. First one we
So
met.
tell the people how we met.
Well, no, we met via LinkedIn, no? And then you just said, or we said, I don't remember, just have a conversation, just meet up. And we did that. And it was very, very beautiful, heart to heart from the start, from the moment. Like today, I feel like that. No, we came in and you were already there, even if you had 7 appointments that are not they're more technical business appointments.
Busyness, that's the right word.
Busyness, yes. You are in your heart, you are there because I feel you. I came in, we were here and you were in the heart already, in grounded, and even if you were so busy, you are here with me. We're flowing together with the beautiful view you have in the background.
See, I already have tears in my eyes and I don't know why. Right?
It was amazing.
Right?
Yes. That reminds me, last time was amazing. It was like a miracle of the joy that was in that, I don't know, 20 minutes. It wasn't so long, but it was very touching, but touching, heart to heart touching, really inexpensive. Like now.
And that is the now.
And that is the now. That's the beauty of being in the now. whatever you're doing, no, whatever you are creating, if you are in the now, it's very expansive. It's and it's what you also said. I don't know what I'll be creating next, what I will be saying next, or what I'll be doing next. And I trust. I don't have to know, because I'm being now, and the being here is so so beautiful and so full of love, so trusting that it doesn't matter what comes next. And that's the I don't know what's coming next, but I'm not totally happy with that. No, I'm loving not to know.
Yeah. And see, I'm a sun bear. So if you look behind me, there's clouds, but guess what? There were also 3 beautiful, fully eclipsed rainbows this morning.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So I look out and I say, look, I don't like being cold. I'm not a cold. I'm a scuba diver. I like to be in the warm weather. Nice. So when I look out, I have a choice, right? I can look at this day and I can see what's wrong with it. In this present moment, I can say, look, I feel depression. I feel something coming on me, a cloud in the sky in my internal world that very well could shake me. Right?
Yes.
It could shake me today.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. But if I just say, I know that what is good, is wholesome, is available, and I tap into that side, wow. Because now I can look at this day and I can say, we're connecting with beautiful people, you know, and we so often forget that where we are is based upon choices we've made. Yes. It's based upon circumstances of those choices. My thoughts lead to my feelings, which lead to my actions, which lead to my results. So if I want a better result from today, I got to change the way I look at things. Right? And when that feeling comes up, we got to pass through us. We can't hold on to it. We can't identify with it because it's not us. We're just a radio tower. Yes. Right? Yes. We're not in an animal body anymore. No. Right? We have full use of our senses and we have full connection to source. So if we focus on that, we will start to build. I think a person told me really good one time. It's almost like building credit, but it's building a roadmap. Yes. So no matter where we are today, if we look back over our life, everything has worked out. Maybe not the way we want, right? But here we are.
Yes. And the way we want, I would say the mind doesn't know. At the end, it's limiting, no? And the way we want, it's not necessarily the way that it's best for us. It's the way we think of our past, no? Because we have a past and we think that's the best way forward. But since we don't know what's coming, and if we trust the opportunities and the choices are much wider, are big, are limitless, because we are not limiting them through the mind, by the mind.
Should be our servant. Yes. The mind and the body are just instruments, right? Yes. And if we look at it that way, they become a benefit to us as opposed to a hindrance.
And it's for us to honor them for the service they give us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't ever forget who's in control of this mind and in this body. Yeah.
And that's so nice. That's so nice, because it's like you were saying before, it's I am my actions, no? And I create through my actions, through my thinking, my emotions, my feelings, everything. So it's I am in control of it, because I can change it in every moment. If I feel something, to be aware of why I'm feeling something, and to change it and let it go. Recognize it and let it go, and pass and continue. And then now, no, choices after choices, choices after choices, but in awareness, and in the being, in the now. And then we can apply everywhere, at any time.
And see, I was raised, both of my parents were Christians. Okay. And no matter who's watching, no matter what, what your study is, no matter what your belief is, the bottom line is every master is always taught in the beginning, right? In the beginning was the Word.
Mm-hmm.
And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And that word is intention.
Mm-hmm.
And that intention is what fuels us and gives us the ability to come in and co-create at our best in the now moment.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I go back to what you started, where you started. No, I don't know if we had recorded it, because we went full in, but co-creation, no, it's every moment is co-creation. Many don't know it, but every moment is co-creation.
And all those creations create results.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you can't use the frame of mind that I didn't know, right? Because you're a soul. You are the very image of the universe. You are the very image and the ascertaining factor in that now moment. You are ascertaining everything that's going around you, even if it's in submicron moments. Even if you're a brain scientist or a neurologist, or you're a scientific based person, this is all proven now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is all proven. So those intentions is what we have to focus on. Mm-hmm. What is my intention for the day? And if it's, hey, I got a day off, I want to enjoy, I want to go down and play with ducks in the pond, that's great. Just be present, have an intention.
Yes.
Right? Be prepared to, when you meet another soul, another part of yourself, that you're in position to speak to it. That's being in the now moment.
Yes. Yes, that's beautiful. And it's the respect, no, towards, if you're in position to talk to someone, is because you are respecting this someone that is taking the time or having a moment with you. So it's for you to be here and now, being you.
Yeah, and that's
not
key.
Being here, but being you.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Knowing the difference between what the heart is saying, what the mind is looking for. Think about it. Most people's minds are based on fear. They're based on looking out for what's going to go wrong. And that intention comes from the heart.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that heart is the one that should be giving the directions. Yes, we should be logical. Yes, we should live every day based upon what we know to be true, based upon what the mind is telling us. But if our heart intention is right, if it's sure, there will be a way made no matter what. You could be in the middle of Antarctica and there's a way for you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe not physically, but in our minds, a lot of us are in Antarctica, right? We don't know what to do next.
Yeah.
right? What about my finances? What about my family? What about my kid today who's, in prison or on drugs or, I mean, right? So we have to hold on to that. And that's our responsibility, right? Everything the universe is doing, it's already done, and nothing's going to change. And that's co-creation.
Yes. Yes.
And that's beautiful.
No, it's I was going to say that's beautiful, but I say, yeah, I said, I should search for another word. And that was the mind there. You saw? That was the mind there saying, I should search for another word because it was coming beautiful. Yes.
Awareness, right?
Yes.
Awareness is a big key for intention. I better be aware, right?
Yeah.
So there's certain pillars that support that awareness, right? There's tapping in, making sure that I'm taking directions from me, not my education, not what somebody says about me, right? I have to create those support pillars in my life for myself. No one can do it for me.
And
right?
Yeah. And when it happens, when you feel it, because it's feelings, no? When you feel your heart and how your heart is guiding you, then then you already know it's for you to have the intention to continue like that because you already know what it is. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful because it's the trust, and it's the beauty of the not knowing, because the heart will always tell you and will guide you. So you go into freedom.
Yes.
You walk freedom. You walk in freedom. You walk in co-creation, but in freedom.
No matter what the external world says,
no
matter what the weather is, no matter what somebody says about you, when that intention is set and you know that you know that you know, stay the course. Stay the course, right? We all talk to people every day that have what they call good intentions. Well, you can only, you can't put a tag on your intention. The only tag you can put is, I know this is true. I know this is true.
Yes.
If the whole world's against me, if it's true for me and I know it, stay the course.
Yes.
Don't let other people involve themselves in your life. Don't anybody, no matter their credentials, no matter what they've been through, anybody change your internal dials.
Yeah. And plus when you know, you're so in integrity with yourself, because when you know, you don't move from there, because the feeling is so strong, that knowing, that this knowing is so strong that nothing else matters.
And it can become an anchor that you can rest on. I love the concept of a ship anchor.
Yes.
Because you're right, in the midst of a storm, I know that the ocean floor is, say, 100 feet. I know my anchor's got 200 feet of chain. So I know I'm safe. I can plant my anchor in this storm, right? Yeah. Now, what other ships around me do I have? And here's where co-creation, I feel, is so important. You have to have like-minded, heartfelt, intentional-based people around you, right? To support you, because the winds can get crazy. Yes. That anchor could get broken, right? Yes. And that anchor being broken is a test. And it's a test of the co-creative mindset around you. And that's what people are going through today.
Yes.
Their anchors being broken.
Yes.
You know, they've studied the Bible, they've studied the Quran, they've studied Eastern mysticism. And today they're saying, look, my heart's telling me I'm lacking something, and that's co-creation, right? I reached out when we met. I reached out because I was being led by my heart to connect with people and not have any, not being on the result.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Just reach out. Do what is in your heart. Know that it's sure and move.
Yes.
Take that action step.
Yes.
They say faith has wings. That's what they mean. Right? When your heart's singing to you in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning, when you wake up out of a sound sleep, ask the question, why? What is there for me in this moment that I can use for the benefit of co-creation? Because that word that comes is not for you. It's for that hurting person.
Yes.
That hurting brother or sister who's in a place today. And if you're not obedient to that, then what happens? The universe is going to have its way, I assure you.
Yes, yeah.
So if we pass that opportunity, but then we come back and we say, hey, wait a minute, I had this goal, I had this heartfelt intention, and it didn't happen. If you really look at it, you will see there were times when it got passed over. You weren't ready yet. You let fear dominate your life. You had a situation going on, right? That's why that's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So nice. You're a bag of wisdom. I love it. Your heart is pouring.
Well, technically, I'm not even here right now. You're just seeing my image on the screen.
So you are here with me, sitting
yes.
next to me.
Right. Creation.
No matter where you are.
Yeah. And we're thousands of miles away. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We have an 8-hour time difference.
Yes. Incredible.
You're nighttime, I'm daytime.
Yes. Yes.
But yet we're co-creating.
And here we're
speaking from the heart. Our intention is to come out and be, to just be.
Yes.
Human beings, not human doings.
Yes, human beings. It's such an amazing and powerful experience to be, and it's I'm trying to apply it. Well, my intention is to apply it every moment in time, no matter where. And it's really beautiful to see how you impact with little things, because we are in constant observation. I'm sorry, I have to talk.
No, he's a sweetheart. He may have something to say.
Yeah, I guess because he was sleeping. He was sleeping, and now that's why I didn't bother. But something came up for him. But yes. It's,
and we don't own the intention, right? We don't own the intention. So we're just being obedient with that intention to let it flow and do and become its own life out of our hands.
Yes.
You know,
I don't know.
We can't get attached to the outcome.
No. And that's why it's so nice to be and to listen to the insights. And then, like when we met, it's okay. we don't know. We will be co-creating something. We are co-creating, but we just met and said that, okay, let's go. And it was very quickly also. It was when we met, we had the conversation very quickly. And it was beautiful. It was really joyful. It was everything. And that came from the heart, guidance from the heart.
Willingness.
And willingness, always willingness there. If not, nothing happens.
You know, I had the initial, I guess you could say a fear or something where I was like, oh no, I just kind of had the thought, oh, there could be something wrong, right? Before we came on today, I just had this, and I said, no, that's got to be the mind, because I know that my intention is heartfelt. And that becomes an issue for people. Their mind overrides their heart because of programming, because of memory.
Yes.
Because of past things that happened to us one way or the other, where now our mind is programmed to be on the lookout for a problem, for a roadblock, right?
Yes.
And that's where co-creation comes into play. Because nothing can be co-created without two willing souls.
Yes.
I don't care if it's a baby. I don't care if it's an idea. I don't care if it's a vision.
There must be willingness.
There must be willingness.
There must be willingness.
And that willingness will override that prehistoric, animal instinct still carry as humans.
Yes. And plus,
and we have to understand that, right?
Yes. And many times also, when the mind overrides, when the mind is there, or it blocks you, is because there's an expansion afterwards. And so the mind is afraid to lose more control, lose further control. And so it plays games. And it's for us to discover that it's playing games with us. And know that what you felt with the heart is for you to create, to be willing to overcome this mind that is playing with you, and just go ahead and do the choice and follow your heart.
And that's beingness.
And that's beingness. Total beingness.
That's beingness. And that's the beautiful part of it. Because co-creation allows beingness. That's one of the very foundational ingredients of co-creating is being you. Not being afraid of, what do I look like? How am I being judged? Do I have this headset on? Do I have earbuds in, right? The mind is going to play all these tricks to protect you.
Yes.
But remember, we've been giving instructions to the mind. Even if it be subconsciously.
Yes.
So when we don't take stock of those things that keep our repetitive over and over again, if we don't take stock of those and call them for what they are, then now we're led by a lie. We're being led by a falsity in our life. Maybe it was true, maybe it wasn't, but it's not true in this now moment.
No. Yes. Plus, did you see that you have a beautiful sky coming outside?
Yes. Hopefully another rainbow.
Yeah, there we go. I can see. And plus you had many birds, beautiful birds flying.
I hope a red-tailed hawk cruises through.
Oh, it would be nice, yes.
Sometimes they get close to my window right back in here in these areas, and you can see them. But it's beautiful. And see, all of these things are conditions. When somebody says, oh, the conditions aren't right, the circumstances aren't right, they probably aren't.
Yeah, for them, no?
Right?
Yeah.
Because every day as humans, we're all trying to get our outer world to conform with what we think is going to give us happiness, going to give us life, going to give us, that fuel to get us to our next point.
Yes.
And this outer world is just a mirror of our internal life.
Yes.
So if we're looking out and we're seeing something that we don't like, we have the ability to change it.
Yes.
And not just on what it looks like, but looking, saying, why is it this way? How can I become more responsible? How can I become more of a response-able person as opposed to a reactive, memory-driven, fault, problem, circumstance-driven person? And we can start right now.
It's always a choice, every moment.
There is no cure. The cure is just being in the now.
Yes.
And it's tough. There's no question about it.
It's tough. But I say always everything is it's about exploring, experiencing, and practicing. Again, the willingness is there, no? It's the exploration, experiencing, and practicing. So the more you are in the now, the more you will be in the now. In everything, in anywhere, in any situation, no? You will always be aware of what's happening in your mind, what you are feeling, no? How you are talking, what you are saying, how it's impacting outside and how it's impacting yourself at every moment, sharing through that, no? But it's the exploration, experiencing, and the practicing, and the willingness to do so moment by moment.
Every moment.
Every moment.
And there's magic in every moment.
Oh.
There's some breakthrough every moment that's for us. The question is, how close are we paying attention to it? Because if the very essence of who and what we are is awareness, consciousness, then there's no one to point the finger at. So we have to learn, what do I want my day to look like? What do I want each moment to look like? And as we set that intention for the day, moment, we now have a responsibility to make sure that that's the way it's going.
Yes. It's what you said at the beginning. It's the walk in your path, you know, and looking back what you have created. But it's because you have been choosing moment by moment through the intention you had in the moment.
And there's always going to be something we can identify as a problem. There's always going to be something in our day. Oh, I got interrupted over here. Oh, the lightning and the thunder and the rain are keeping me from, going out and dancing in the rain. Whatever the case might be, there's always going to be your mind saying, oh, no, you can't go out today. It's too cold. It's too wet. It's too rainy. It's too this. It's too that. And your heart screaming at you saying, don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Go out.
Right? And it doesn't matter what the goal is. If you have the intention of a goal that came from your heart, then those who are meant to co-create with you to come along and make sure that that vision comes to pass will be there.
So are you here with me, and I am here with you today.
And that's what this is about.
Yes.
And sometimes you won't know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Could be a piece in the puzzle, could be a grander vision and mission for your life. But I will tell you this, I've never co-created or had a heartfelt intention that didn't include other brothers and sisters.
I can feel it. And
Because
I know it.
Yes. Those rays of light, the more rays of light you have, the bigger that beam becomes, and the bigger impact, the bigger reach, the bigger voice it has. And that's the beautiful thing about it.
Yes.
No outcome, not being attached to outcome, but just staying in that flow, staying in that place where you know, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And if you stay in that long enough, you know, the dawn is just after the dark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The light comes just after that time. When that big storm hits your life and you're like, I think this may take me out. If we stay through it, that breakthrough comes. It always comes.
It's yeah, there's always the light after the tunnel.
And that's our hope.
Yeah.
That's our hope.
But then I know there's a hope, no? But for me, it's more the trust. It's more,
Yes.
It's more really, it is. And I know, I just don't know when, no? But I trust. So I continue walking in the now and I trust. So, yes. Thank you so much, Paul.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Beautiful spirit. Really.
Lots of work, lots of hard work.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yes, it is.
You know, I don't want anybody to be misled into thinking, oh, you know, just stay in the now, right? It takes conscious moment by moment.
Yes.
But as we do it, it becomes easier and easier and easier, especially if we're surrounding us with like-minded souls, right? Who are in it with us, for us, and togetherness.
Yes.
Which opens up that environment of being able to co-create.
Yes. This openness, this security, no, this ground, this space to co-create, and nothing will happen. That's the beauty of it. No, once you are, and you've seen that nothing bad happens with that, so that the mind can can become in service of the heart. You continued, because I remember first I said, at the beginning I said, I'm daring to be who I am, daring. In the daring, there was the fear still of the mind, daring. And today I say, I am being who I am, because I don't mind what's happening around or what people, I am. No? Because I have recognized that in the being, there's the joy and the openness and expansion, the co-creation, the uniqueness, the love, everything that makes us who we are at the end, no? So what better than that? There's no fear anymore in anything. There's no fear anymore. There's only love, and there's only co-creation, and there's only the now, the knowing from the heart.
And they sound simple.
And it sounds simple, but it is not.
Right? But one step at a time.
Yes.
One step at a time. And it happens. You're right. It builds upon the past, actually becomes supportive as opposed to a hindrance. right? So as we're walking, we know each step that we're coming up on, because our intention is sure, because our intention is, we know this, then every step becomes something that brings us up that ladder, as opposed to, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened, and it's all in the past. So that next step is flawed, essentially, because we're basing that next step based upon memory and something that we've chosen to let go. Because there's always a net below us. There's always a net.
Yes.
So we can jump out, not in uneducated, not in a false sense of stepping out, but when we live from that intention, when we step out, we can be sure because we know. And that knowingness, I believe, is a key ingredient.
Yes. Yes, it's what holds you. It's just knowing. No one can take you away, and you cannot explain it. It's the knowing. It comes from the inside. It comes from you, and it doesn't have a mind explanation. No, many times it's just you know it, and no one will move you from there because you know it. You have felt it knowing. Can you explain it? Many times not. It's I just know.
Not by words, anyway.
No, it's feelings. You recognize it, no? But expressing those feelings is very difficult from the knowing. Yes.
And those voices are going to come. Those voices of fear, those voices of anger, those voices of resentment or jealousy or whatever they might be. And because we're the director of the movie, we can allow them to come in. We can entertain them. We can let them come in and play a role in our life. Or we can say, no, no, those are hurts. Those are failures. Whatever we've tagged them as, that's what we have to realize. They're not who we are.
Not at all. Not at all.
Who we are is right now.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing can stop us.
No. We're limitless potential.
And this is many times, if you think about the animal world, they have limitations based on instinct, right? So they can only go so far before they hit the proverbial roof over their head. But being that we are in, human bodies, using human bodies, we have an unlimited, infinite potential that we can override those instinctual reactions.
Yes.
Those instincts that limit us.
Yes.
We can override those.
Yes, because we can recognize them and we are able to override them. We are able to choose to override them.
Yes. So essentially, we have no excuses.
No.
We have nobody to point the fingers. The only one you can point it at is you.
Yes.
And you are perfect.
Yes.
You are love.
Yes.
You are whole. You are fulfilled. It's belief. It's that old word, belief. But that's not who we are. When we understand that we are perfect beings, we'll see results. Those things that we're co-creating, whether they be physical, whether they be whatever they are, they shall come to pass. Because the ingredients in the cake are already true.
Yeah, they already exist. It's just for us to take them.
But it is a learning adventure. That's the beauty of it.
Yes, and every time there's more to learn. So we know we don't know because there's so much to learn. And that's I love that. I love that because the learning is forever. And it's very nice to see how you are evolving into who you are, into your higher self. Because for me, we are the higher self in this body and in this mind. So we really are the ones that control. And it's for us to be in freedom to let the higher self come through, to be who we are, to show through.
Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of it. That's allowing and realizing, if I just make myself a conduit for this thing we so easily ascribe to life, that's everything. Yeah. That is our energy.
Yes.
Right? That is how we have accomplishment, a sense of accomplishment. And that's important. Like, we want to know when we co-create anything and that we live from that voice of life within us, the accomplishment is that fulfillment.
Yes.
It's knowing it wasn't about us. It was about my ability to take instructions from myself and not second guess it. Flow with it.
Yes.
Be it.
Yes.
Let it ride.
The wonders and see the wonders. See the wonders come, because when you let it flow and you are there to express it, the wonders come.
Yes.
The wonders through this limitless potential.
And I think that's really the call to action. You know, what are you co-creating in your life? And is it beautiful? Is it being directed by those heartfelt intentions? Or is it being really constructed off of a sense of fear or resentment or jealousy? Right? All of those things we can't forget, because they will creep up. They will try to take a role in our life. They will try to get on the stage. They will try to derail us, because it's a protective thing. And that's the freedom we speak about, is breaking through that shell to just be you. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Yes. Perfectly imperfect.
Yes. Yes.
That's it. Yes. Beautifully expressed and summarized, really. Thank you so much. Love you both. Thank you so much.
Love you too. So happy to share today.
Yes.
To co-create. And I think this is the beauty of it. Here we are co-creating, and it happens as a result of those intentions.
Yes.
I didn't have a person's vision. I didn't vision you. I didn't have a dream last night or 2 weeks ago and thought, oh, it doesn't happen that way.
No.
It happens by being responsible, and it happens by being able to take the next step, knowing that you know.
Yeah.
And when you know that you know, everything you do will work out.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. Listening to the heart. Listening to the heart moment and showing up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been my pleasure.